Hey guys, my name is Christian Batuli. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you are doing great and feeling blessed. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a return subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for your support. And as always, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification button to stay alert for each and every time we upload new content. Plus, it really helps the channel get more exposure. So if you can help me do that, that'll be great. With that being said, let's get started. All right, folks, in today's video, we're going to talk about fear number four, which is the fear of lack of recognition. Yes, the fear of lack of recognition.
Okay, what?
Now, by show of hands, how many of you guys in the past didn't want to help or do anybody a favor if it didn't benefit you? Like, all of you guys should be raising your hands right now. I'm not the only one. Now, I'll be the first to admit I used to do that all the time in the past. It's something that I'm not proud of, but I'm also not losing sleep over it because people make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. I have my fair share. And the truth is, it probably will not be the last time I make mistake either. You know what I mean? So, but you got to keep going. But I do understand that people do grow and some even go on to become a better and much improved version of themselves. So no regrets here, on the things that I did in the past. I've learned from it. The past is the past. What's done is done. Like they say, the past is fixed, but the future isn't. So the best thing we can do is keep going. And in all honesty, there are a lot of people out here walking around with that quid pro quo mentality, like not wanting to help anybody if there is no some sort of incentive involved. And like that's the wrong mindset to have because one day you might need help. And the people that loves you, the people that got your back, might most likely have to put their interest or their agenda on hold for a bit in order to help you. And sometimes it's a complete stranger who comes to our rescue. Like, I can't even tell you how many times I've experienced it in the past personally. I've had this one incident where I was just being so dumb. Like, my girl told me to fill up my car because she saw my car on E, but I thought I knew my car. Just like every man, we got ego, you know what I mean? So I was driving and I was like, you know what? I'm good. I got like few miles. I can definitely make it home. But unfortunately, I estimated wrong and my car broke down. And I remember I had to walk maybe 3 miles to the nearest gas station. No, maybe 2 miles. I think it was maybe 2 miles to the nearest gas station, to get gas. And I was walking and this lovely couple stopped, right, picked me up and took me to the gas station, make sure that I got gas, and they also make sure that I had enough gas. Like they wanted to buy me gas, right? But for me, I was just so thankful for the act that they did, driving me to the gas station and driving me back to my car. Like you just never know. So
So
I'm telling you this story to say that you never know what could happen in the future, right? So if you're able to help a friend, do it because the universe will never forget a good, kind, no strings attached, thoughtful act. The really sad thing is, some people go to great length to make sure that they don't go out of their way to help others. Some goes as far as canceling dates, meetings, not showing up to interviews, not responding to texts or calls, all because they don't know how to deal with their own fear of lack of recognition. If they perceive something to be below them or something to be not good enough in their eyes, then they won't even bother spending their time or energy on it. And to be honest, in a way, that's selfish. That's being selfish. And that's the wrong way to go about things because there isn't a person out there who hasn't had or who hasn't been helped by someone before for free. Like we've all been helped by someone for free before. So who are you not to pay it forward? Who do you think you are, bro? Yes, we all got our own agenda as human beings, but we also are part of the world. So do your part. One way the fear of lack of recognition can make us fall its victim is by using other fears and by evoking certain emotions out of us, like the fear of being taken for granted, the feelings of being used, the emotions of feeling disrespected, undervalued, underappreciated. And this tends to usually happen when we give so much of ourselves, in assistance to other people, whether it be in terms of time, energy, money, physical presence, or whatever it might be. Like if we continue to give, but feels that not a single kind act is being returned to us or reciprocated towards us in any kind of way, then we might start to feel some type of way. We may start to feel disrespected, taken for granted, used, underappreciated, and the list can go on. So, what do you think is going to happen the next time those people need our help again? What do you think the chances are we're going to say yes? The chances are we may not be so keen on helping those people again because we remember how they made us feel, right? We felt disrespected, we felt undervalued, for the stuff that we did for them, and they never really reciprocated or returned it to us. And obviously sometimes we don't expect it, but as human beings, when we do something nice for you for a long period of time without expecting anything, and we find ourselves in a very vulnerable position, and you can help us and you decide not to do that, of course we're going to feel some type of way. It's human nature. So that's one way fear of lack of recognition can set in, is by using other fears and other emotions. Like if you're feeling taken for granted, if you're feeling underappreciated, of course, like the next time you may not be the first one to wanna, help somebody. Another way fear of lack of recognition can affect us is by making us feel like by us helping other people, by us assisting other people, then we are neglecting our own personal goals, our own personal agenda, our own personal interest. Like I keep laughing to myself because I feel like I'm talking about myself. Because I used to see things like that. It made sense to me. Like, why do I need to help you move? Why do I need to show up at your event to support you when I can use that time to go to the gym, clean my house, cut the grass, spend time with my family, watch FC Barcelona, even though they've been breaking my heart for the last few years? Literally, FC Barcelona, we need to step up, man, for real. Like, I'm tired of losing. I've been supporting you since I was a little kid, and we've had our great time, but we got to start winning, man. All right, let's get back into the subject. So the point I was trying to make is that there's always something that I can do to better myself, right? Always something that I can do to make sure that I make my life a little bit easier. So why do I need to go out of my way to help you move or go support you when I can use that time to benefit me? But again, that's the wrong way of thinking because sometimes life requires us to be selfless because no one can make it or survive on their own. We all need someone, we all need help. And besides, the people who are really in tune with their agenda, the people who know who they are, right, intrinsically, the people who are, comfortable with chasing their goals and dreams, those people aren't concerned with whether helping other people or assisting other people will take away from their own achievement. No, those people don't see it like that, right? If more than anything, they see helping other people, assisting other people, right? Giving back to the community or making people's day as a fun distraction, as something positive, right? So they don't see it like that, or, me helping them is going to take away from me. No, because when you know who you are, when you know your dreams, when you know what you're supposed to do, when you're out here grinding, hustling, flipping, and doing everything necessary to succeed, like that can take a toll on you. So it's very imperative for you to have some type of outlet, some kind of distraction to help you stay sane, to help you not get burned out, and to help you not go crazy. So those people, They don't mind helping other people because they're comfortable and they feel like helping other people will not take away from them reaching their destination, will not take away their ability to make money or become successful. And if we're being really honest, the people who feel like, hey, if I help this person out, then I'm taking something out of my plate. I'm not looking out for my own interest. Like, if we're being honest, those people deep down inside, intrinsically, they know damn well they are not in charge of their own destiny because you wouldn't feel like that. They know damn well they are not in charge of their destiny. And that's just a fact because a person who is in charge of their destiny will not feel like that at all. So, the best way to put it is the people who are in charge of their destiny, the people who know their agenda, their interests, who are comfortable with who they are, like those people can and are able to say no without guilt and say yes without resentment. That's literally the best way to put it. Also, a good reason why you should always think, before you speak or act. And the worst part is giving somebody a verbal agreement that you're going to help them, right? Giving them a verbal consent. I'm going to help you. And then backing out on them. Like, that's terrible. Now, I understand things can fall through and do fall through sometimes due to the unexpected nature of life. I get that, right? But we're not talking about that because if we're being honest, the majority of the time, that is not the case. And a lot of people use that excuse as a buffer, as a cover up, because most of the time you are able to help your friend. Most of the time you are free, you are available, but we can just choose to come up with an excuse. Something is happening, I gotta show up here, family emergency. Like, I've done it, let's be honest. So what I'm trying to say is anytime you decide to help somebody, anytime you decide to do somebody a favor, you should do it out of the pure kindness of your heart, right? You should do it because you genuinely want to do that. You should do it because you truly want to help. You shouldn't expect any compensation for helping somebody, right? Because you're already starting off, the wrong way. Anytime you expect something, you're going to be disappointed. So if you're going to help somebody or assist somebody, do it because you want to. One of the very few places fear of lack of recognition carries some, authority or has a say is in the business world. Because yes, there's money involved, plus you have things like marketing, branding, positioning, advertisement, etc. So you can see why recognition is important in the business world, right? Because it helps you make money, it helps you stay relevant. But when it comes on a personal level, stand 10 toes down on what you say and on what you mean. Help somebody out because you want to, not because you're expecting, something in return or some type of compensation or some type of incentives. Tell you guys a funny story. Like, I used to be one of those people who will open a door for a stranger or let a driver cut in front of them. But if one of those people don't say thank you or acknowledge me for the act I just did for them, then I will get mad. Now, if I ask you, do you think I was doing those good acts for good reason? No. The truth is, I was not being authentic. Because if I truly wanted to open the door for that lady entering that store, then I shouldn't feel some type of way if she don't say thank you to me. Same with that driver. But now I'm good now. Like, now if I do something it's because I want to. If I don't want to do it, then I'm not gonna do it. But do not expect things out of people because expectation equal disappointment. Do something because you want to. So to wrap all this up, I want to leave you guys with this. Fear of lack of recognition can affect us all. That's why it's so important for us not only to be able to identify it, but to also be able to manage it as well. Because if we don't, like the worst thing that can happen, the worst case, is that the fear of lack of recognition can make us lose our ability to understand each other and to put ourselves in each other's place, in each other's shoes, aka empathy. Yes, empathy. That's what could happen if we let the fear of lack of recognition win. It can affect our ability to show empathy. Now, can you imagine living in a world where empathy does not exist? I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to live in a place like that. F that. If you look at some of the world's worst historical atrocities, you will notice that empathy was not in the air. You can tell that empathy did not exist around those times. I'm not saying it's the sole and the only reason why those things happen, but I would definitely say that empathy was definitely missing during those times. Because if you can't understand each other, if you can't put yourself in another person's place, then how can you have empathy for them when they're struggling, when they're going through hard times? Without empathy, there's no connection. And without connection, the world will be cruel. Everyone worrying about their own personal agenda. What society could survive and thrive like that? What businesses could survive and thrive like that? Right? What people could survive and thrive like that? So make sure you keep in mind that we are all connected in a way. All right, guys. So I'm going to end it right here. Thank you very much for watching the video. Let me know what you think. And as always, comment. And once again, do something because you want to, not because you're expecting something, right? The fear of lack of recognition. So if you know where you're going, you're comfortable with who you are, you know your agenda, you are in charge of your interest, your ambition, and your destiny, then you wouldn't feel any type of way when it comes to helping other people. So once in a while, it's not always about you, it's about other people. So make sure you help once in a while. You ain't gotta always say yes, you ain't gotta always say no, but help when you can and don't expect anything. Thank you guys. Bye.